Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Ryan Creates, creating the gaming content for you. And today I'm bringing you guys a beginner's guide to PvP and also a nice build to go along with it, made by Furtralife's or Fextralife's Ostrava or Dark Ostrava, a Boldataria build. So that's very nice. And today we're going to be talking all about PvP, what you need to know, especially for beginners in this game. Even if you have played other Souls games, this game feels extraordinarily similar to Dark Souls 2. So that's a bit of tidbit of information you didn't really need, but it's nice to know anyways. So this video I'm going to have into timestamps. They will be in the description below, and they'll also be in chapters as well, so the convenience for you. More power to you, of course. But today, let's talk a little bit about Ostrava, a Boldataria's build. So, overall, we'll first talk about PvP, then I'll talk about the build, then we'll actually get into some PvP ourselves. So, PvP in Dark Souls, in Demon Souls Remake, is basically determined through matchmaking. In the matchmaking, there's two ways you could connect with players online. The first way is by being the same soul level as them. Now, the community is still a bit immature yet, so realistically, in a perfect world, we would want to have soul level 120, 125-ish. But again, because like what I just said, the community isn't as matured yet, especially because of the scarceness of the PS5s. So there isn't as many players online that are going to be at soul level 120. I mean, you'll still find them, but clearly this build we're doing today is more towards the newer players and getting a bit of that new PvP. So we're going to be sticking towards a lower soul level, being soul level 120. Yeah, 123. Being soul level 23. And it's the perfect soul level if you're new playing Demon Souls, because overall you can find a ton of players to invade here and get in some good experience and PvP. I've had a ton of fun using this build, and yeah, it's so awesome. But before I get into it, I want to explain one last thing to you guys. So I've noticed on my experience of playing the game, which has been like 2 weeks now, throughout my 2 weeks of playing this game, I have noticed that there is a lot of player inactivity or player activity within the soul level 20 to 60. So if you really want to get in good co-op, PvP, or even just play online in general with a lot of players, and you don't feel like going all the way up to like soul level 120, you're definitely going to want to be sticking around the maybe 30 to 50 mark. I think that's pretty good, but of course that's where lower soul level, and we want this build to be complete. 23 is going to be the way to go. But yeah, so why don't we go up to a higher soul level like 200? Well, the reason why we don't go up any higher than 120 is because the meta is the community accepted soul level that everybody will do PvP at. Since if you go really any higher than that, you can basically say we could turn this magic build that we got going on here into a strength, dex, magic, faith, all around jack of all trades, master of all type build. And that would really take most of the fun out of it, since really the fun of making builds in PvP is having that ability to just keep your build focused towards one center of attention, being in our case magic, but maybe you do strength builds. So that's the overall awesomeness of having a set soul level so that we don't go too high. Also, if you do decide to go too high in soul level like 200, you're not going to find many players up there. So again, community accepted is around 20 to 60, which is really where I'm seeing most of it happen now. But again, you can still find people at 120 and 125-ish. So if you do get better at the game, go up there and check it out for yourself. But up into higher soul levels, especially right now, it's looking like World 1-4 is the PvP hotspot, so good information to have. Now, there is one way you can play with other characters or other players that are a way higher soul level than you, and that's by using the network feature here, which you can turn on your password, and that's basically going to allow you to connect with anybody. So say you're soul level 500 and your friend is only soul level 20. Basically, you guys are going to be able to play and connect online, and yes, other people, random people around the internet, if they use the same password, can also play or invade you. So that's really cool as well. So keep that in mind, especially if you really want to do some dedicated co-op without being invaded. That's probably going to be the best way to go if you make a really obscure password. But now that I've explained that in PvP, let's actually get over to the Ostrava of Boldataria build. Your network tab is where you would go if you would want to, say, set a password to play with friends, or set your launch date to online or offline, and pick whichever region best fits with your latency. And latency basically is like a ping. The higher the ping and the latency is, the more likely you're going to lag when you play online with other players. So find the lowest number of latency and then add that. Usually the game will default it for you. So really quick, you guys might notice my character tendency up at the top is pure black. Pure black. It's got the purple particles and everything. This is going to happen when you invade, because invasions need the black eye stone to use. You get this in World 3-1 right in front of the Fool's Idol boss arena by defeating a Dark Phantom NPC, and they will drop this. And you need this in order to invade other players. So you're going to need to make sure you pick this up if you're going to be doing this invasion build with me today. Also, the link to Vextra's Life's build and video are both going to be in the description below, so make sure you check him out after this video, but don't go away yet because we still got a bit more to talk about here. Got a lot of information. But yeah, you're going to want to make sure you have that next. Also, with your character tendency, if you have a weapon such as Demon Brant, which is probably one of the most overpowered early game weapons you could get in 1-1, having that scales with your character tendency, not world tendency. So if you're at pure black, using it is literally gonna do 0 damage. So don't use it. But this build wouldn't even have the parameter stats to use it. So we're already okay there. But let's get into what this build has to offer. So at soul level 23, we are rocking 15 vitality, 14 intelligence, 13 endurance, 12 strength, 12 dex, 18 magic, 12 faith, and 7 luck. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe that faith and luck basically stay the same as the base. Dexterity also was at 12 as well, so we're good there. You will have to upgrade your strength and vitality and endurance, I believe. And I believe intelligence also falls under that mark. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But magic we are going to have to bring up by a bit, because we do want a bit of magic, since we do need requirements for the magic stat. Well, let's first go into the rune sword. So I haven't upgraded the rune sword, but if you were to go to 4-1, right now 4-1 is an absolute hellhole for me right now. I've got Satsuki invading me, so I'm not going to be standing much of a chance up against my soul level. I could run through and try to get to Sparkly the Krolos. He is up at the very top of that area, where if you can trade him a gold mask and a talisman of God, you can basically upgrade this to, I believe, +1 or +2. But overall, the rune sword is a very powerful weapon. Sporting not the greatest physical attack, being 30, but magic 140, and magic damage, especially at early game, even against players that might be wearing old King Doran's ancient armor set, aren't still gonna have a good time against a magic buffed weapon, or just a weapon that has pure magic damage like this available. Its parameter requirements or attribute requirements is 10 strength and 18 magic. You are going to need to upgrade both of these, because the royalty class that we're using, obviously, because Ostrava is royalty, I won't go into too many spoilers though, is going to basically be off of dex and magic, so that's nice. But the rune sword overall is going to be a really good weapon. Its durability isn't too bad. Its weight is very lightweight, and reduction you don't really need. But its type of attacks are normal slashing and piercing thrust attacks, which you can do both one-handing it and two-handing it. There's the thrust attack right here. You can also do a little running jump slash, pretty cool. But yeah, now the shield, the rune shield. Both these weapons you can pick up in 3-2 after defeating the Fool's Idol, which is very nice since it's basically not even out of your way. You just run up the giant tower, you jump off a ledge, and the loot is waiting there for you. Really cool. Again, for Vextra Life's video, I believe shows it, but he also has a guide as well. But the rune shield is very good. The rune shield is pretty good. It weighs 1 more unit more than the rune sword, but overall its reductions greatly make up for it. But you do need 12 strength instead of 10 to wield this, so that's why we need to get our strength up to 12, since we can wield it with one hand effectively. And the reduction here is 100% physical reduction, absolutely awesome to have no matter what build you're making. Magic damage is 60% reduction, incredible. Fire damage reduction 70%. So overall your reductions are very, very high, and especially for a 3.0 weight limit or just weight units, that is so good. This is definitely like in the top 3 shields in the game. This is definitely in the top 3 shields in the game for sure. Now, its guard break is kind of low, so if someone is like R1 spamming you with maybe a heavy weapon, you might end up getting stamina broken. But besides that, really, really good shield and sword. But the silver catalyst, of course, we're gonna use this for magic. You start off with the you basically have this in the starting class for the royalty set, obviously. And overall, magic resist is 119, and that's really all you need to know. Barely weighs anything, has C scaling in magic, so overall, you're gonna need it because we're actually using, I believe, Soul Arrow and Soul Ray, which is why our magic is up higher, along with our intelligence. And we can basically wield either of them. Now, you could keep going. I did, of course, save Sage Frack or Frake in 3-1, since a lot of this gear you're going to have to get in 3-1, especially the armor set. I'm not wearing the fluted gauntlets because they're going to make me fat roll, and we don't want to be fat rolling with this build. You do get the Iron Helm, the original Ostrava Iron Helm, from the actually first boss fight in the game in the tutorial area, the Vanguard. You defeat him, you get to the Dragon Boss's lair, or the Dragon God's lair, and you can pick this up right next to where you spawn, so really, really cool. Sporting the OG Ostrava. And then for our rings, Claim Ring, because we're going to be in soul form, of course, invading, so we're going to want as much health as we can get. And then Ring of Great Strength basically reduces our equipment burden, so that's very nice as well. Then for items, I kind of just got a bit of healing. I brought some Crescent Moongrass. We're going to obviously need Black Ice Stone to invade. And then we got some Noble's Locust, because you might end up getting poisoned. I have ran into people that have used poison. Fresh Spice, of course, so we can recover our MP and keep using our spells, like Soul Ray, really, really important. I kind of just have Soul Arrow just to have it. But Throwing Knife, again, you might want an item if you run out and you don't have the time, and your enemy is so low to throw that at them so that you can basically catch them off guard or roll catch them. But yeah, now that I've gone over that, let's get into some PvP. Wait, we can't? Can we even, like... That's interesting. You can't hurt co-invaders. Person's been just like hiding from you for days. It's not worth giving them any more attention, trying to find them and waste your time. What you guys can do is use the, not Next Shield Lightning, you can use the White Stone, the White Eye Stone, to not only send phantoms home if you have summoned them, but also return home to your own world if you're invading. So just like this. And bada bing, bada boom, you're back in your world. So that's pretty cool as well to keep that in mind. Couldn't find the guy invading them. He definitely wanted to play tag and hide and seek, so I just decided to not even bother. We'll do another invasion right now. We give him a bit of the respect. Keep in mind, with emotes like respect, you cannot get out of. So if you suspect the guy is not very honorable, then don't do respect, just get in. Especially like if they're just constantly running at you. Oh no, the PvE. Yeah, but right there, when they fat roll like that, you can indeed kind of kick them with a quick R1 and a left analog stick flick to push them off guard, and then you can swing and attack them like that. Or do a little heavy stab, whichever one floats your boat. If you do not care about the world tendency going towards black, which I highly do recommend carrying out the tendency going towards black when you're invading, because the world tendency does kind of find an average around the desired player levels or player worlds. So you do want to keep that in mind. Make sure that you do die in the Nexus. It's the best place so you don't end up sweeping your world tendency towards something unfavorable. Most cases when invading, you don't really get too many souls, so you really are just not going to want to worry about them. Maybe if you get like 10,000, you can probably use that to repair and upgrade your weapons or buy more items like heals. Definitely worth doing as well, because parrying has a lot of different aspects to it that I feel like could be better covered in a video more centered towards itself rather than in a PvP video, but parrying is definitely going to be important. You can actually parry almost every attack in the game except for spells. So like in Dark Souls Remaster, you can parry basically every physical weapon. And there are no whips in this game, so you're pretty much good there. Now if you can hit a sweet spot, you'll do extra damage, but you cannot be locked on. So say we were to like come in at an angle and get a sweep, get like a little swing, we would be able to do a bit of extra nice little bonus damage. It's kind of hard to get. You can do it more on PvE though than players, but it's kind of hard to get. You guys can see this person's kind of dealing with the crap, and he's probably not going to attack me either. And he's really, really low. So if he like tries to heal or anything, oh, we got him. Nice. But yeah, when you run in at an angle, if you're not locked on, you can do like this nice sweet spot attack. It'll do like about 10, maybe 5-10% extra damage. It's pretty good, but it is kind of hard to get. Maybe more in like a gonk situation when there's multiple opponents on you, it might be a tad easier to get since you don't want to be locked on when you're dealing with multiple opponents. But definitely keep that in mind. I'm not sure if there's a ring, but it looks like after a certain distance, the player cannot be seen. I'm not really sure why, but I don't want to die here. So let's get out of view. Not sure if this PvE is going to hurt me or not, so we're going to just come over here. We can hide into PvE if it ever gets too rough, which is nice. Do not parry, do not R1 spam. I'm surprised he didn't go for a backstab there. I'm surprised he's not backstabbing me, because he's so low. I don't... Oh, he died. I was really hoping I was going to be able to like whip out a parry, but he just never attacked. How about dem apples, huh? Alright, so what I noticed was that this player was playing extremely defensively after I slipped that slick parry off on him. But this person overall switches to the dagger, which still is a good choice because if he can pull off a parry with that, he can get in some sick parry damage. And the critical damage on daggers are higher. So it honestly is kind of a good pick. Also, the dagger's a bit faster, so it's kind of harder to parry predict. But yeah, in the end, he actually ends up disconnecting. Because he probably was either out of heals or he was just way too afraid to keep fighting me and afraid he was going to Ostrava Boletaria. Give me quite a bit of time to Oh my goodness. They all F4 because they couldn't handle it. I don't believe it. No way, GG. Basically just keep him at pressure. Dang it. There we go. Yes. Beautiful, 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 baby. There it is. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. There's two of them. I just saw something else got damaged. I think that's old King Doran. Oh, we gotta be careful, dude. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. What did I tell you? There was two of them. There was two of them. I knew it. I knew it. Fuck you. Get out of here. Get your soul rainbow shit out of here. I knew this. Okay, I gotta be honest. I kind of get carried away with this, but to be honest, I was so excited to finally find a two-man team. Overall, the strat is to basically not stay locked on the one. Keep them both in your vision on your camera, and try to get the summon by himself and attack that until he dies, because they have less health as well since they were in soul form when they got summoned. But overall, just keep your wits about you, and really, it's all about the crowd control, man. Got this. Just stay chillin', baby. I can do this. all freaking day. Yeah, you get over here, man. You die. You get out of here. Get R1 spam out, 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 out. Oh, man. I have been waiting all day for this, buddy. What-dunk? What-dink? Poke. G frickin' G. All day for that. I got too excited. I've been waiting so long for a double gank. For just a donk. I've been waiting all day just to see a player in a Phantom. Alright guys, so that was quite a bit of fun PvP. I hope that you guys definitely go and check out this build by Fextra Lifes. And his build is really awesome, so much fun. Also, I hope you got some value from today's content, learned quite a bit about PvP in this game. Really, really fun. Also, be sure to stay tuned to my Parry Guy video. I'm going to be releasing for both PvE and PvP. So, if you are interested in that, make sure to drop a subscription on the channel. And never forget to hit the notification bell so you're the first to see when those videos are released. You guys mean so much to me, and I love you guys so much. However, before you go, make sure to like the video if you did enjoy it or got value from today's content. Also, do be sure you check out my new Discord server I made. All my friends and I got that started up for you guys. Make sure to go over there, grab your role, and go into whichever category you want and talk, discuss about games, get help. Let's see if we can help each other out. After all, I can't wait to get this Discord server going because the whole point of it is to get the community together and all of us to have a good time. So yeah, make sure to go over there, get your role, and pick whatever category you want to go into. I believe we have a channel dedicated to Demon Souls, so check that out. But yeah, if you have any questions, do not hesitate. Let me know in the comment sections below. And until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Sayonara.